see the great King. What shall my song to eternity be? What a wonder that Jesus. I am glad that Jesus loves me. This is me. Jesus loves me. I am so glad that Jesus loves me. Jesus even me.
Sing the morning. Thank you for the scripture prayer. Always to Min for being our piano player. And I'll turn the rest of the meeting over to our brother Mark.
Okay, I'll make sure I'll look in this direction most of the time. Shirley, don't be offended at all, okay? Did you do something wrong? Okay. Be back here again at Carter Road. Coming here very much. Been coming here for many, many years, as you know. But I guess I can be saying that in a lot of assemblies. You know, it's interesting. I can talk to various people in the assemblies I speak at, and I'll say, you know, when I first came here, I remember this was over here, that was over there, and this person was in the audience. So it's always nice to be able to do that and say, you know, I have a history coming to this particular meeting. That's the case here as well for Carter Road. Before we turn our backs for our message this morning, I want to mention a few things. First off, and you hear the sound, the wail, the plaintive wail. I remember hearing that terminology for dogs, right? Here is a great track I want to encourage you to take. And there he is. He wants to try too. It says, dogs are special, and so are their people, okay, their owners. And we were down in Raleigh, North Carolina recently, and a fellow came up to me and said, hey, I read a track, and people enjoy receiving this track, lessons from the Bible, lessons from the world of dogs, and biblical principles that apply, like obedience to their masters and things like that. So it's a great gospel track. So I'm going to leave for the assembly, and you can help them out. I'm not a great tract giver, and yet I've enjoyed giving these out to people because, you know, they really enjoy getting things about dogs. So we have those with us, and you can help yourself to them. Also, we have other little tracks right here, Peace with God, a few extras. We have a box of those home, so we'd like to bring them along for you. And also some of the events that many of you are familiar that we organize each year. One of them, of course, is the Christmas banquet that we have. This year it'll be December 21st. That's the third Sunday of the month. It's only 5 days or so, 4 days before Christmas. A lot of times we have it in the early part of the month, and we always figure we'll be on the front side of things. This time, the Smithville Inn was only available on the 21st. So I said, you know, that makes a lot of sense. That gets you really in the mood for it right before Christmas holiday. So anyway, we have some flyers. You can help yourself. That's down in Smithville on Sunday, the 21st. Then, as you know, many of you know, we have a Sunday night ministry at 5 o'clock over at America's Keswick. We have an in-person crowd there. I say crowd, we have a number of people there. And then we also have a Zoom meeting at the same time. So it's a hybrid meeting is what they call that. And we've been doing that now for 3 years. And we will be meeting tonight and next week in person at America's Keswick, but also have a Zoom connection. And then beginning December 7th, we will be going all Zoom. So if you're interested in joining with us on Zoom, either tonight or next week, Brother Mike will be one of the speakers, will be the speaker for that evening, or all through the winter months at 5 o'clock, we have that Zoom broadcast. And here's a list of speakers. These are conference level speakers from around the country, including also Paul Young from Wales, United Kingdom. He'll be one of our speakers too. We have a Zoom meeting ID that we can send you, and the password, if you're interested, just have those flyers here. We also have a couple other things right here, list of activities for Know the Word, which you can find on knowtheword.com, and a couple other items if you're interested in getting that information. Okay, with those taken care of, let's turn our Bibles, please, to 1 Chronicles chapter 29. I always have to make sure I slow myself down because I always say 1 Corinthians when I mean Chronicles. And I don't know if you've ever had that problem, but I have it. So I got to make sure I have it right. So 1 Chronicles chapter 20 for our message this morning. And I want to focus on affection for the house of God. Affection for the house of God. Not only affection, but activity, what our activity should be that stems out of our affection for the things of God. And it's taken an incident here in the life of David after was born, of course, and he was about to ascend to the throne. And in verse 1, it says, furthermore, King David said to all the assembly, applied every, my son Solomon, whom alone God has chosen, is young and inexperienced, and the work is great, because the temple is not for man, but for God. Stop right there, couldn't we? Have a whole message on that.